What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been such a long time since I've posted anything. There's been a lot of things going on aside from not having a card shop to go to. We've been playing at a local bookstore, so I haven't been able to record as much. Plus I took a break from the game for a while to take care of some things, so I'm going to try my best to bring more channel content from now on, now that I have some things settled. But I'm showing y'all the deck that I took to the Tulsa Regional and got a top with, top 48. It's 60 card, Dino, Lightsworn, Zombie, no left arm, just the right arm. So I'm just going to get into the deck profile and go over my matchups and show y'all why I decided to play what I played. The one centerpiece, Red Ranger. Starting off, played 3 Longfire, standard. Only played 2 Orpha Scorpio and 1 Cobra, the brick. I drew this a couple times, but I only played 2 because I didn't want to open this. I wanted to open Longfire more, honestly. So I just played 2, and 2 actually worked out. I know most people play 3, but I only played 2, and it worked out perfectly. The Zombie Engine, 2 Solitaire, 2 Mizuki, and 2 Unizombie, actually. I've seen a lot of folks play 1. Don't play 1. Play 2, because if you desires and banish the other one, you're screwed. I know a lot of people don't like to do that, but I just play 2. And the 1 Spirit Master for the Gold Shark plays and the Fairy Tale Snow plays. The Lightsworn Engine, 3 Raiden, and 2 Wolf. We only played 2 Wolf because I don't want to see it. I want to mill it. I drew this a lot during the regional. It really sucked. And Raiden came in handy a lot. I might bump this down to 2, but I might bump Wolf down to 1 as well. But 2 was okay, but I did draw it a lot. But it's necessary because I did mill 2 in a row with the Curious during one match. So I might keep it right here for now, but I may take out 1 Raiden. On to the Dino Engine. 3 Oviraptor, standard. The 2 Overtest Cutlass. 1 Tyranno. And 1 Giant Rex and 1 Dogran. The Kaiju. And also, I may bump this up to 2 as well. This won me a lot of games. He's just the busted boss monster. So I'm probably going to bump this up to 2 because I did mill it a lot when I wanted to see it. But when he did come out, it was usually game. The Clown Engine, Trick Clown, the Hat Tricker, the Damage Juggler. This was really, really great. I love this engine. It came in clutch a lot. And this actually helped me against a Gym Knight FTK matchup. So it was really, really nice. The bricks, the Sardonyx, and the Thousand Blade. I drew this a couple times, but I just used it to make Curious, so it was all good. 3 of the card that everybody hates. Get out. Why'd you mill that card? Fairy Tale Snow. And on to the hand traps. 2 Ash Blossom, 3 Ochre, and 1 Droll. And the reason why I played it like this is because, well, honestly, I only had 2 Ash. And I played 3 Ogre because Ogre was really great, and it's still great right now. And the 1 Droll because this actually won me a lot of games, and it stopped the Pendulum FTK. So I won that matchup really easy. So I keep the 1 Droll, and I signed a second one. So, but yeah, that's it for the monsters. 40 monsters as usual. On to the spells. 3 Brilliance, obviously. Gotta play 3. 3 Charge. I played 2 Fossil Dig. I didn't play 3 because I played something else in the main, so I only had room for 2. 2 Pills. 2 was just enough. I wanted 3 sometimes, but I didn't have enough targets. If I'd have played a 2nd Conductor, I may have played a 3rd Pill, and maybe a 3rd Cutlass as well. 2 Gold Shark for Spirit Master, and for the Giant Rex plays, did this a lot during the tournament, and it won me a lot of games. 2 Desires. This was only ashed once, I believe. The whole tournament was ashed once. 2 Twin Twister in the main. I didn't play left arm. I wanted to have a leg up against Pendulum. I wanted to have a leg up against the Tree Draco matchup. And this won me my Tree Draco matchup. I had a Typhoon as well as Twin Twister. So I just got rid of all his back row and just grassed and won the game. The 1-0's Soul Charge, Grass. This was never ashed. I find that hilarious. This card was never ashed out of all 9 rounds. There was about 300 and something people. This never got ashed once the entire tournament. And I activated it at least 4 or 5 times, and it was never ashed. The one Monster Born, and Foolish Burial. That's it for the spells. 20 spells, 60 card deck. On to the extra. The one Seraphinite for the Brain Fusion, obviously. 2 Omegas. I don't like 2 now. After playing in the regional and against most meta, 1 is actually enough. I barely ever made 2, and if I made a second one, I didn't want it. I didn't really need it, and I didn't really want it. I wanted to make something else. So this one actually, this might come out later on. 2's okay, but you don't need a second one unless you already have advantage. Then a second one is okay. I have the 1 Black Rose for the nuke play. This is Radiant for the combo. I'm curious. This card is really, really great. It milled 3 wolves one time. It was really awesome. Send whatever card you want through graveyard. Sometimes I'll send the Overtext and I'd search a pill and then mill 3 and just get Conductor and win the game. This was really, really great. Borolo, this is obvious. It's great. This won me the game when I summoned it. It's a busted monster. And the 1 Yugioh. I made this almost every game. So everyone should know what this card does. It's broken. If you don't know, look it up. It's an awesome card. On to the Exceeds. Invoker for the the combo Predator Plant play. Dolka. I made this a couple times, and when I made it, it just seemed so subpar. I'm actually probably gonna take this out and play Lagia instead, because Lagia would have saved me a lot more, or it would have been a lot better play than Dolka, because my opponent wasn't playing. The thing about it is, when you summon Dolka, your opponent just kind of plays around Dolka, and when you can't really play around Lagia. You can play around Lagia, but eventually it's gonna get you. But my opponent just played around Dolka most times, so it won me 1 game. That was it. So it's probably gonna come out for Lagia. Minerva. I made this a couple times. It's still necessary for the deck, but I only made it a few times over a tournament. It did okay sometimes, but most time it was just to mill extra cards and then I'll link off with it. Amaterasu. This is the bait right here. This is the card that wins you the game. Special summon monsters from move and play. I've summoned Fossil Donas. I summoned Overraptors to dump the Cultist to search for the pill. Or I'd summon Overraptor to dump Giant Rex or add Giant Rex. Or I would summon Ghost Ogre and then add Ash or Droll or whichever hand trap I had to move and put them back to my hand during the turn my opponent's turn. So this card was like the MVP of the whole tournament. This and Curious with the MVP. You have to play this. Tornado Dragon. This card is necessary. It won me so many of my games. It was just like the extra push that you need, the extra oppression that you need to win your games, or like oppress your opponent into giving up because they can't do anything. And the Lightning package. Actually, this won me my True Draco matchup, or helped me win it, because he was out of everything and Lightning just kept smacking him for game. That's the extra deck, 15, and the side deck. This was it wasn't last minute side deck, but it was kind of what I had at the moment, so I made it work. Most of my side deck I didn't even see. That's the funny part. The 1 Kaiju, the extra Kaiju, also for Mrs. Radiant to get back before I played the Earth one. I didn't play evenly because I don't have evenly, so we played an extra Kaiju just in case, and I never actually needed a Kaiju. The only time I ever needed a Kaiju was for Inspector Border, and that was just enough. It was just fine. I had Giant Rex or I had a Kaiju in hand, so Inspector Border just died both times. An extra Droll, and this came in handy a lot. It won me a lot of my games. Dark Hole Regeki, knee board wipes for people that build big boards. I never actually drew either of these because I never actually needed it. Double Chalice. This was for the Zexal matchup, as well as the Inspector Border, and as well as the Pendulum matchup. Either not necessarily the FTK, but in case you're playing against the Zexal version, or in case you need to get around the Fusion monster or Naruto. You need to get around that, or just anything that or Makabo. So this was really handy. I drew it one time and it won me the game, but I didn't draw a whole lot. 60 cards, so you're not going to really draw a whole lot of these unless you side on a whole lot of them. But it's a great card right now. Double Chaos Hunter for Trickstar, as well as the Invoke matchup. I never actually drew this. I wish I had, but I never drew it. In retrospect, it's a good card for against Invoke and Trickstar, but I never actually drew it. But it's a good card nonetheless. 2 Typhoons. This card was really, really great. I drew this every time I sided it in. I drew it and it won me the game because my opponent would flip, anti-spell or a skill drain, or they go to their diagram, or something like that. I just Typhoon from the hand and pop it. So this card won me a lot of my matchups. I will never not side this card ever. 3D Barrier for the Pendulum matchup. I never drew it. I never needed to draw it, actually. He played the FTK. I drolled him, and I drolled him and I ogred him, and he just, flat out pass turn. I grassed and won the game, so I never drew it, but I never needed it. And the last 2 cards were 2 Fossil Dinos. This won me my Invoke matchup, round 1. I made a Lightning, and I made a normal summon this, and he could do nothing. He had nothing to get over it. He couldn't draw I guess he'd say he started in Spear mode. I guess he never drew it. But I only had this and a Lightning, and I just kept swinging with Lightning in case he had a. And one time he set a face down Ghost Ogre, so 18 defense. So, you can't get over it. So I just swung with Lightning, swung with this, and I just kept poking until he died. But yeah, so that's the deck. The matchups were round 1, 2-1 against Invoked. Round 2 was True Draco. I 2-0'd that. Grass and won the game pretty much. Round 3 was the mirror match, actually, and I 2-1 that match. He was a cool kid though. The round 4 was against a fellow teammate, and I decided to go ahead and give it to him because it was his first regional. He's playing Trickstar, but I went ahead and gave it to him because it was his first regional, and he had never topped. Obviously, because his first regional, and no one in the community, or his community, I guess, had a top, or he was trying to impress the community. So I went ahead and gave him the win, and he did top. He got 20th place, so congrats to him as well. Round 5 was True Draco again. I won 2 with that. I lost that one only because of a small misplay, and I wasn't thinking straight. But I had him, but I just misplayed with Curious, and I didn't dump the snow. I know, dumb misplay. And he Spirit moded me, and then he inspected some Masterpiece, and I would have had it either way if I just dumped the snow, but I forgot. The next round, 2-0'd against the mirror match again. I played a lot of mirror match. The next round was Pendulum FTK. I 2-0'd that because, Droll and, Ogre is pretty much it. It's a wrap. He couldn't do anything after that. Round 8 was Gem Knight FTK. And I 2-0'd that deck as well. Tyrano just destroyed him. It was pretty much a wrap for him from that. And the last matchup, I lost. I got 0-2 against Invoked. Pretty much I bricked. My deck ran out of steam, and I bricked, and he took advantage of it. Good guy, cool guy. He topped as well. His first top of the season. Congrats to him as well. But overall, I went 6-3 and 44th place with 60 card grass with no left arm offerings. I didn't need it. So thanks so much for watching the deck profile, guys. And I hope to bring more content in the future. Sorry about the delay. But if you have any comments or any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. And I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Deuces, y'all.